back. This is Dan, and I'm here to talk to you today about getting building permits, specifically for building an ADU in your backyard. I kind of give you an idea of what we spent, so it's realistically something if you're thinking about doing, you can say, okay, well, just the permits are going to cost me this much, and there's a range there also. And depending on whether you want to use it as an Airbnb or not, that also affects your total cost. Also, the total time it took for us to get permits to even break ground. So let's go ahead and start with the cost first. The cost to date for my permits, I'll talk about how many I have, what you need to get. We've spent a total of $14,404.25 for building permits just to build our ADU. That was the main permit, which cost us $11,461.32, and then we had multiple other permits. We had to pull a demolition permit to remove the back porch. It was a very small back porch, but it cost $530 just to pull the permit to remove that porch. The sewer permit cost $259, so there's two different plumbing permits we had to get. We had to get a sewer permit to tie into the sewer, the existing sewer, which was alongside our house. And then we had to get a regular plumbing permit for all the plumbing that was going to take place and occur in the new structure, and that was $826.56. So you get multiple different permits. This is basically the inspection checkoff sheet for the main permit. This is the one for the demolition. And then you get some, with those permits, they have a bunch of costs tied into those. So just to run back down the rest of these permits, we had the last was the the plumbing permit there for $826. Then the mechanical permit was $127.68, and that just covers them coming out and inspecting your HVAC systems, your vents, your fans, all those kinds of things, which I went over in the last video. The mechanical permit, roughly, was one of the ones we failed. Two electrical permits we needed to get. The first electrical permit was for a new base, and that was basically to bring more power to the site itself. So we only had a 200 amp base, and we put in a 400 amp base and had two separate meters put in. So there's a meter for the house and a meter for the ADU. That permit cost $635. And then the electrical permit just for the ADU was $349.44. So again, that brings us to a total of $14,404.25. And I have had to buy two extra inspections so far on my main permit. So the main permit that you get, it comes with 7 inspections. So that's got to get you from breaking ground all the way through till final. So 7 is not enough. Each additional inspection is $107. And if you're doing it yourself, or you're doing a lot of it yourself like I have, from the excavation on to where we are today, you're going to have more inspections than you would if you were hiring a big crew. You could get stuff lined out in a more timely manner. The other thing that you'll run into is the expiration of permit. So there's the costs on those. To date, the time when I first came in with the idea of what I wanted to build and submitted to get permits, it took 9 months to go through the whole process. And to look at that, we see it has to get checked off by each individual department within the Development Bureau. So you have the land use review, there's a cost involved with that. There's a site plan review.
And I keep listing them out here, but to basically sum it up, there's 20 or so line items where you're going to spend a lot of money on having each department check off your plans to make sure it follows their rules. And that's the bottom line.
The SDC fees are a whole other thing. If you're going to use your ADU as an Airbnb, you have to pay the SDC fees. And with our ADU, it would be around $20,000 or more, $20,000 or more for those systems development charges. And so that's tacked onto the $14,000 we've already paid. So the permitting side of it can get really expensive, is what I'm trying to say, and the timing can take a long time. So I hope that this little peek into the permitting costs and the time that it took us to get our permits is informative to you. If you have any questions about our permits, feel free to leave a comment down below or send me a message and I'll answer it.